G'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to episode 4 of this FIFA 23 Arsenal Career Mode series. Make sure to check out the previous episodes to see how we got here. And make sure to drop a like, comment and subscribe if you enjoy. It really helps me out on the channel. But yeah, coming off a draw in the Europa League, we're going to be completing 4 games in this episode. A few Premier League games and 1 Europa League match, I believe. Before we get into the matches, just getting back a youth scouting report from one of my scouts. Doesn't look like we've gotten anything too good here. Possibly one player, and then we're going to check our youth academy soon. But let me know if you guys do much of the youth scouting, because I quite like it, but I feel like I can never play through a career mode long enough to really get my youth players to become the stars that they should be. But yeah, we have a little chat here from El Neni. Not really going to pay any attention to that. Really not a fan of any of the chat sequences really, or the press conferences for that matter. I think they're just quite pointless. But our first match is going to be up against Leicester City. Really doing quite bad in real life at the moment. We could be looking at a possible relegation as well, which is quite a shame because I still do quite like a few of their players, and the likes of James Maddison and Vardy and Tielemans, of course. And Tielemans rumoured to go to Arsenal, and we might be picking him up in the January transfer window. But early on here, Bukayo Saka gets a goal at around the 14th minute mark. Bukayo just an absolute superstar, and he's only like 20 or something as well, so he's going to be around forever. And we get it to him again here, another run on the inside, and he makes it 2-0 just after the 50 minute mark or so. But Leicester now have a corner, their first real chance of the game. We're going to head it clear, but it's not clear for long as the header comes back in, but Ramsdale deals with that. And what can we do from this? Looks like we're going to be on the counter here. There's only a couple reasons why I'd leave that highlighting if that really was a highlight. But it comes to Odegaard and finds Gabriel Jesus, who's got the pace to beat his man, and he hits it across the keeper and scores again. And I think one of the reasons Leicester are really struggling at the moment is they're really missing, what's his name, Schmeichel, the goalkeeper. I think they have one of the worst goalkeepers in the Premier League, to be honest. No offense to him, but yeah, we're going to end up winning 3-0 there. And when you look at the shots and the stats, it doesn't look like we really should have won by that much, but we were just clinical. Saka had 2 clear-cut opportunities and made the most of both, so 3-0. Probably not the fairest result, but I'm definitely going to take it, that's for sure. But yeah, the next one now, up against Bournemouth. Good to see Bournemouth back in the Premier League. They've always been a sneaky but a sneaky team I like to root for and watch. Just because I don't know, I think I just like the ground, and I like their previous manager. What's his name? Eddie Howe or something like that. I think he now manages Newcastle, and now Newcastle are doing really well in the Premier League. But yeah, starting off early, Odegaard chips one over to Saka, and Saka's going to hit it actually on his right foot, but he still does well enough to get it past the keeper there. Can't really ask much more of the keeper when he's that close. But Bournemouth have a chance there, and I thought he was offside for sure, but one of our defenders was slack on stepping up to the line. Now Odegaard's going to wait for the run of Saka. He finds Jesus, who's going to play it back to Saka. Is he onside? I think he is, but he pulls the shot. Or was it taken away there at the end? No, I think he just missed. But second half now, we find Saka again, and that's a good save by Travers. And Bournemouth now, can they get a late equaliser? They're going to whip it in. It gets a beautiful connection, but Gabriel's there for the block. We managed to escape that one. And now we're looking for the sealer here. To Martinelli. He'll go himself, and he'll just finesse that around the keeper beautifully. A good goal there to finish off Bournemouth and take the 3 points there. 2-0. 11 shots to 5. Definitely deserved the win in that one. XG 2.4 to 0.8. XG isn't everything, but it is usually a pretty good indicator on what the result will be. Now switching competitions now in the Europa League. You see at the moment we're actually last in our Europa League group, which is very disappointing, but it's because I've been playing my second team and just haven't been playing that well with them, to be honest. But yeah, I'm going to stick with it for now. I'm not really too focused on the Europa League, but I think we have enough talent in our second team to get the job done, at least out of the group stage. I mean, come on, boys. You're part of Arsenal for a reason. As we get to Vieira early on here, he's going to hit it across the box. Zinchenko comes out of nowhere and hits it, but the keeper makes a good save. But we find Eddie, who plays it to Smith-Rowe, and Smith-Rowe has the pace to get by his man, but he cuts it back to Eddie, who cuts it back to Vieira, and Vieira's going to hit it first time. Fabio Vieira on his left foot isn't missing from that range. And we find Smith-Rowe out wide on the left again, plays it into Eddie Nketiah, who finds Vieira, and Vieira's going to hit it on his right foot this time. And he has looped it over the keeper, top bins. Another great finish there from Fabio. But Bodo Glint now with a chance, but Turner with a good save there. As we're looking for another. Smith-Rowe's been dangerous all day. Chips it over the top. Marquinhos goes for the spectacular. But it didn't quite come off there. But I like the attempt, not going to lie. Bodo Glint now need to get a goal here to have a chance to pull something back. And they shoot. But Turner, the American, makes another great save. But they aren't stopping. 5 minutes to play now. They're on the attack again. The shot's on. Turner again saves us. And saves us basically all those 3 points there. You see there, 7 shots to 7. The XG was basically even. We were actually down by 0.1. But Matt Turner, basically the man of the match in that one. Either him or Smith-Rowe, I think. Oh, actually, obviously Vieira as well with the 2 goals. But probably a little bit lucky there to win that 2-0. But back to the Premier League now. And this is the last game of the episode, so spoilers for that. But you see how long's left in the video, and that's because this game was just insane. Currently sitting 4th on the table. Hoping to improve that. Obviously just want to stay top 4 come the end of the year, but I would like to go for the title, as that's what Arsenal's doing in real life at the moment, which was a little bit unexpected, I must say. But Saka finds White out wide, and White's going to cross it in, and Martinelli's going to win the header. But the keeper's there to make a save on the line. But from the ensuing corner now, Martinelli is going to whip it in. Ødegaard misses it. Gabriel hits it down. It falls to Ødegaard, and Ødegaard's going to smash it in on his right foot. The captain scores early on, and we're attacking again. And it's going to be Ødegaard again with a second in quick succession. Almost reminds me of the Arsenal game against Tottenham where Van Persie, I think, scored, and then Fabregas scored basically on Tottenham's kickoff. That was insane. But Ben White again pushing forward. Look at all the space. Sees Martinelli, who's on his own, and a great volley there to beat the keeper. Obviously shouldn't be missing, but volleys are harder than you'd think. And we go up 3-0 really early on. And we're on the attack again. These counter-attacks are just on every single time. And it's going to be Ødegaard to go up 4-0. And we do. 16 minutes in and we're up 4-0 away from home. Brentford absolutely shocked. But finally they're on the attack here. And can they score? They do through Ivan Toney. And that could be a big goal just before halftime to give them the momentum. But coming out of halftime now, we wait for the run of Tierney. He's going to find Xhaka. It gets saved, but it falls to Jesus. And there's no one on the goal line. And Jesus is going to hit that home as we go up 5-1. Brentford have a corner now. And we're going to get it clear, are we? Gabriel, what's he doing? He's just playing with it. I thought I cleared it, but I didn't, obviously. And they're just going to work it beautifully. And I don't know who that was that scored it, but Brentford cut it to 5-2. But there's only 7-8 minutes left here. They'd have to come up with a miracle. And Toney puts one in again. That's his second of the day. And from basically kickoff now, they steal it off us. Tomiyasu gets done. They find Toney again. He's going to cut back on his right foot. He's going to hit it past Ramsdale again. And all of a sudden, with 5 minutes to play, they're only down 1 goal. They've scored 3 in a row. Henry now crosses it in. We mess up the header and it just falls to that man again, Ivan Toney, who's tied it up in stoppage time. An absolute collapse from us, the Gunners. But we do have a chance here to win it. We get it to Saka, who's going to find Eddie Nketiah, who shoots, but it's such a tame shot on his left foot. And I think we've just lost a couple points there. I don't know how we haven't won this game. From the corner, Gabriel headers it, but it's no good. And that's going to be the end of the game. 5-all after being 4-0 up, 5-1 up. And we only get a point out of it. Ivan Toney, 5 shots, 4 goals. An absolute calamity at the back for us. You see the XG there. We still should have won. Oh my god. A terrible ending to the episode. But make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy. It really helps me out. And I'm going to have to try and rectify that result in the next episode because that was terrible. Thanks for watching. Peace.